Hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Topher. I'm the best man. I'd like to start my speech with everyone raising a glass for the three most important people at this wedding, the bartenders. For those of you that don't know, Phil and I are actually long-lost cousins who coincidentally became best friends. Can I say that? Are we friends this week? I was always taught to picture the crowd naked when public speaking. Mary, great choice with the bridesmaids. I promised to keep this speech shorter than the time it took Phil to propose to Mary. I also promised Phil that I wouldn't burn him as bad as those pork butt ends we tried to make that fateful Sunday afternoon. There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their one true love, their soulmate, the person they're going to grow old with, and who they're going to cherish for the rest of their life. That moment came for Phil 18 years ago when he sat next to me in study hall in high school. I'd also like to point out he was rocking the most phenomenal black Wrangler jeans button-up shirt I've ever seen in my life. And thus began all the interesting adventures that we've done since. I'd like to take a brief moment to thank Phil for all the life lessons that he has taught me in our many years of friendship. Phil, you have taught me about making good decisions when you're at a party and calling your friend for a ride home. The only downfall is I crashed the truck. As they say on TikTok, 1 minute you're staring at the countryside, the next minute you're in it. I'd like to thank you for teaching me about how to drive in the snow, as you claim to be the best bad weather driver. Then seconds later, we crashed through a telephone pole. You've taught me so much about how to vacation properly, spend more time traveling than staying at the actual vacation destination, like the time we did in Congress, Ohio at the horse show, or going on a Virginia Beach vacation and never putting a foot in the sand or the ocean. I'd like to thank you for knowing that I'll pretty much sign up for any adventure, knowing that it will probably be dumb and we will probably regret that later. You've introduced me to the finer art of spotlighting for deer as a great way to pick up girls, and which then led to learning about the magical charm of the outpost. You've taught me that I should always be prepared for a rap battle, as I can't count the number of times you've impressed me with singing the lyrics to the 2000s hit, Forgot About Dre. You've taught me the finer art of being able to read a room and knowing that everyone wants to hear the saddest country songs you can find on a jukebox. But really, as a future homeowner, I also can never say thank you enough for teaching me about every chore that needs to be done around a home, and that every job needs a supervisor who offers their own unique special way of doing the task, but won't actually do it themselves. From lawn mowing around sliding glass doors, to mulching, to cleaning leaves out of gutters, improving drainage around the lawn, and the ever so important task of winterizing a camper. Your educational input could never match any of the teachings I received from my college education or the professors there. I want to thank you, Phil, for keeping the tradition of doing loser laps around the village of Green, which you later cleverly named Assessing the Village. Last, but certainly not least, I want to thank you for teaching me the fine art of saying, "We'll see," but never actually meaning it, and really it means no. Mary, at this point, we've been friends for many years. As I once heard, God puts people in your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And that is exactly why I think you came along for Phil. Not because you coincidentally were his neighbor at one point and bring out the best in him, are super kind, patient, and a great mom to Bray, but because we needed someone to bring Junior Bacon cheeseburgers home from when you worked at Wendy's. I can't wait to see how Bray continues to grow and become the little person that he is in the world, and hopefully you guys will let me continue to be a part of his life as Uncle Topher. All right, time to get serious. I read this advice once, and I think it makes great sense for a newly married couple. You need 3 kinds of bones in your life: a backbone, a funny bone, and a wishbone. A relationship is tough. Any of the married couples here can attest to that. You need to have a backbone to help you get through the tough times and work out any issues that may arise. A funny bone, because every now and then you have to just laugh at the situation because some people take life way too seriously. A wishbone, because you should always keep working towards making your relationship the best it can possibly be and also not lose sight of your dreams. Like the lighter on your barbecue grill, I hope the spark in your marriage never quits. Ross, you might understand that joke too. Please, if you will, raise your glasses again, this time not for the bartenders, but for a toast to Mary and Phil.